The story opens with a stark contrast between ordinary adolescent life and sudden tragedy. Vada, a typical teenage girl, is seen in mundane morning routines, preparing for school with her best friend Nick. This normalcy is abruptly shattered by the chilling sound of gunshots echoing through her school. The immediate terror of the event is powerfully conveyed as Vada, along with fellow students Mia and Quentin, takes refuge in a restroom stall, forced into a terrifying survival mode. This initial sequence establishes the deep psychological scars that will define Vada's subsequent struggles. In the wake of the shooting, Vada withdraws completely, immersing herself in a profound state of isolation. Her room becomes a sanctuary from the world, a space where she grapples with the vivid and haunting memories of the day her friends were killed. Her family, increasingly concerned, attempts to bridge the emotional chasm that has opened between them, but Vada remains unresponsive, even to the efforts of her younger sister, Amelia. This period of intense solitude highlights the overwhelming nature of her grief and trauma. A turning point in Vada's isolation emerges through an unexpected connection with Mia, another survivor. Their bond, initially forged through social media, deepens as they discover a shared understanding of their traumatic experience. Mia, who lives a seemingly privileged but emotionally vacant life due to her frequently absent artist parents, offers Vada a sense of companionship and a place to escape. This new friendship becomes a complex coping mechanism for Vada, intertwining comfort with potentially destructive habits. Vada's parents, particularly her mother Patricia, actively seek professional help for her, leading her to therapy sessions with Anna. Initially, Vada approaches therapy with a defensive facade, using humor and superficiality to avoid confronting her deeper feelings. Anna, however, recognizes the underlying pain and gently pushes Vada to engage with her emotions, providing tools like a worksheet to help her express what she suppressed. This resistance to therapy underscores the difficulty of processing such profound trauma. As Vada navigates her new reality, her coping mechanisms become increasingly self-destructive. She turns to drugs and alcohol with Mia, seeking to numb the persistent pain and vivid nightmares. This behavior creates tension with Nick, her grounded and activist friend, who is actively channeling his own pain into advocating against gun violence. Nick's attempts to reach out to Vada are met with distance and frustration, highlighting the divergent paths survivors can take in their healing. Vada also has a brief, emotionally charged encounter with Quentin, who is grappling with the loss of his brother in the shooting, further emphasizing the widespread impact of the tragedy. A critical moment of breakthrough occurs when Vada's younger sister, Amelia, confides her overwhelming guilt, believing her call to Vada on the day of the shooting led to her sister's exposure to danger. This raw vulnerability from Amelia shatters Vada's self-imposed emotional barriers, forcing her to acknowledge the wider ripple effect of her trauma on those around her. This moment of shared grief and forgiveness between the sisters marks the beginning of Vada's genuine emotional release. Further catharsis comes when Vada's father takes her to a secluded hill, where they scream into the open air, a symbolic act of expelling their pent-up frustrations and pain. This shared experience allows Vada to verbalize her internal struggles, leading to a palpable sense of lightness and release. The film then portrays Vada confronting Mia's own struggles with self-medication, finding her unconscious in a sauna. This jarring discovery serves as a wake-up call for Vada, highlighting the dangers of their shared destructive behaviors. In this vulnerable moment, they address the intimate encounter they shared, agreeing to move past it and reaffirming their friendship. Mia's decision to return to dancing signals a renewed commitment to healthy coping and passion. The narrative culminates with Vada returning to therapy with a newfound openness. She genuinely engages with Anna, expressing her remorse over her strained friendship with Nick and finally allowing herself to openly weep about the shooting. This emotional breakthrough signifies a significant step in her healing process. Vada also has a heartfelt conversation with her mother, apologizing for her emotional distance and even confiding about her relationship with Mia. The film's ending is a powerful and unsettling statement on the pervasive nature of gun violence. As Vada waits for Mia outside her dance class, a hopeful scene of reconnection, her phone delivers a devastating news alert: another school shooting, this time in Ohio, with 12 students killed. The final moments of the film show Vada spiraling into a profound panic attack, her sobs echoing the ongoing trauma and the tragic reality that such events continue to plague society. The film doesn't offer a tidy resolution, but rather a raw, honest portrayal of the enduring impact of violence and the cyclical nature of grief in a world where such tragedies are all too common.